Hi there, getting ready for bed, the normal nighttime routine. But I just wanted to talk to you all about dementia. My mom has dementia. She's in the beginning stages. But I feel like something that, I don't know, that I didn't know, like, I don't feel like there's that much knowledge or like education on it. Because like you always hear like people talk about Alzheimer's and dementia, and it's just like, oh, they get forgetful. But there's so much more to it than that. Like, it's not just forgetfulness. It's like kind of like in my mom's case anyway, like delusions. Like yesterday I came home and our neighbor that lives across the street had surgery, and we knew about it. He had told us, we talk and all the things, and I had texted with him, and I came home from work and she's like, "Oh, I need to tell you that, our neighbor across the street almost died." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "He had surgery." She's like, "No, his family's been there, his sister and his parents." And I talked to his sister and she said that they found him just on the ground and he almost died. And I'm like, I haven't gone to go talk to them, but I since then have texted with this neighbor and he hasn't said anything about that. And he said the surgery went great. It went better than his last surgery because he had one knee surgery and now he had another. He's feeling really good. So I'm like, I don't think that happened. So I'm just like, did you go over there and talk to them? I don't think she did. I feel like she just saw his family there and created a story in her head. And this isn't the first time that this has happened. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now, but like she'll just create, oh, the lady that helps her and takes her to church and stuff, she'll just all of a sudden be like, "Well, she's not going to come get me anymore. She's not going to church anymore. She's not part of our church anymore." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" So then I'll text her and she's like, "No," and she knows, she's like, "No, she must just be having a bad day." She's like, "I'll let you know if anything ever changes." So, she just like, I don't, so like dementia is so much more than just forgetting things. It's a lot of changes in the brain. And I feel like people just don't know that until and you're going through it and you're living through it. And I think there needs to be more education on how that works, because it's not just forgetfulness. I could handle forgetfulness, but like not knowing what's true and not true that she's telling, and pretty much assuming what she's saying is not true, but also like not wanting to call her a liar because like how is that going to help, um and just kind of just being like, well, and then yeah, it's so much more. Let me know, like, have you dealt with anybody that's had dementia or anything like that, taking care of your elderly parents? It's so hard. My dad was sick for a long time. He did not have dementia, but he was physically sick. He had congestive heart failure, he had diabetes, he had, I can't even think of it right now, but he had several things. And, he was 74 days after he turned 76, he passed away. He was in the hospital when he turned 76. So, but this, like, my mom has become very much more frail, but she's still physically healthy. It's just mentally, and it's hard to see somebody that has cared for you now that can't care. I mean, she's fine. She can care for herself, but she also can't, if that makes any sense. Like, she's fine. We can leave her alone. She knows how to do things, but I also have to watch her because I don't know if she'll eat when we're not around, if I don't remind her, if I don't feed her. She'll drink like an Ensure and like eat her yogurt, but other than that, I don't think she even knows how to make herself something. She will make herself toast with peanut butter on it, so a little bit, So it's a lot more than just what you always see, what I've always seen anyway. I don't know what other people have seen, but what I've always seen about it, like in movies and talked about, is like, oh, they become forgetful, but it's a lot more than that, and it's very difficult to just watch and to have to, I don't want to say deal with, but deal with. Anyway, I just thought I'd share my thoughts because I feel like there's not much said about it other than they forget things, and it's not that. It's a lot more than that. So, didn't want to end on like a bad note tonight, but I'll talk to you all soon. I hope you have a great night. Bye.